Hello, I am currently sitting in a 2025 Toyota RAV4 Limited, and I'm going to run through all of the buttons for you. If you find this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you. Starting in the middle with the shifter, you can pull it back into reverse, and it will bring up the backup camera for you. Then you have neutral, drive, and if you go over to the left, you can shift through the gears manually. This vehicle does have electronic park brake, so every time you put the vehicle in park, it automatically engages the park brake. When you take it out of park, it automatically disengages the park brake. Next to that, you have a hold function. If you activate that, you'll see a green hold light in the bottom right corner of the dash. And then when you put it in drive, you'll see an orange one next to it, which means it's active. So you can actually take your foot off the brake while it's in drive and it won't go anywhere. Say you're in a drive-through and you get tired of holding your foot on the brake, it'll hold it for you, and then when you're ready to move forward a spot, you just tap the gas pedal, it releases, push down hard on the brake, and it'll activate again. Below that, you've got some drive modes: Eco, Normal, and Sport. Eco will try to make it as fuel efficient as possible, shift a little sooner, try not to run the climate control as much. Normal is for normal driving. Sport is going to try to give you all the power that it can. This vehicle is all-wheel drive, so it's front-wheel drive most of the time. And when the front wheels slip, it kicks in the back wheels automatically. It does have some different options, though, to change the transmission and four-wheel drive system for these conditions. You got mud and sand, rock and dirt, a snow mode, and then you can push normal for normal. You do have like a downhill descent control right here, so if you're going down some mountains and you activate that, it'll use the transmission to try to help slow the vehicle down so you don't have to use the brakes as much. In front of the shifter, you have the start button for the vehicle right there. This will turn off the traction control. You do have heated and cooled seats, so you have high, medium, low, and off for the heated seat, and then high, medium, low, and off for the cooled seat. The passenger side controls are right there. This vehicle does have dual zone auto climate control, so if you want to change the passenger temperature, you can spin that dial right there, and then this left one will do the driver's side. This auto function right here is like a thermostat for your vehicle. If you have it on auto 70 and it's hot out, it'll cool it down to 70. And if it's cold out, it'll heat it up to 70. This will turn the climate control off. This will do front window defrost, so it'll blow all the air up on the front window. This will de-ice the back window. This Eco Heat and Cool will try to run the climate control a little less to make the vehicle more fuel efficient. Here you can do your fan speeds up and down. Right here is where the vents are going to blow. This will turn recirculate on and off, and then this will turn off the rear vents for the second row passengers. This is AC on and off, and then the sync button will do whatever the driver's side does on both sides of the vehicle. The hazards are right here. On the top left corner of the radio is your cloud navigation. You do have to have an active subscription for this through Toyota, and then you'll have built-in maps on the radio. Otherwise, you can have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so you can use your phone's navigation on the screen for free. Second one down is the music symbol. So you got your favorites right there. It'll show all your radio presets off to the right. Then you have Tune, which is FM, AM, and XM. You do get 3 months free XM radio with every new Toyota. If you go channel 57, tune to channel, it'll bring it up on the right side there. If you like that station, you want to hit the heart, and then it'll put it on your preset list. Down here, you can go channel by channel. You can pause it and back it up if you missed a song. And then you can even hit notify me. And if you like the song or the artist that's currently playing, you can check mark it, and it'll tell you if it's playing on any XM station. If you go back to FM, AM, and XM, this is for finding music. So if you're looking for XM, music, rock music, it'll give you all the rock stations right there. The little phone icon will just take you into your Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto to all your phone contacts. The little vehicle tab here will do trip information like range to empty and miles per gallon that you're getting. It'll also do vehicle alert, so it'll tell you if anything's wrong with the vehicle. And then the last tab is your settings. You can log into your profile, change the date and time, make all kinds of different vehicle customizations. Up above you have map light. This will turn all the lights in the vehicle on, and then the door one, if it's pushed in, anytime you open a door, the lights will come on. On the left side, you can open and close the sunroof. On the right side, it'll vent it up and down. Then you have your SOS Safety Connect button right here. So if you get like a flat tire or have some sort of emergency, you can push that button. It'll call Toyota and they can send help your way. It does have a nice little cover there for you. And then this vehicle does have auto dimming rear view mirror. So as long as that green light is on, if somebody's behind you with their headlights, it'll dim it so it doesn't blind you. And then you have Home Link, 1, 2, and 3 different garage door openers. So you can sync your garage door opener to these buttons and use those instead. Behind the steering wheel, you have the wipers. If you go up to mist, it'll do one swipe and then back to off. This vehicle does have auto windshield wipers. So if you put it on auto, you can adjust the sensitivity of the auto wipers right here. And anytime it detects raindrops on the windshield, it'll wipe automatically. Then there's low, then there's high. If you pull this lever towards you, it'll spray and clean the front windshield. If you push it away from you, it'll spray and clean the back windshield. Then they do have a delayed and on setting for the back wiper. For the headlights, you can go all the way down to DRL off, which is daytime running lights off, no lights at all. Most people leave it on auto. They turn on and off on their own. Then there's park lights and headlights. Forward for high beam, back for low beam. Then you got the fog lights on and off right there. On the steering wheel, you have mode, which will go through AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth music, all your sources. Then the arrows here will go through your favorite radio stations, or if you're listening to like Amazon Music, it'll do next song and back a song. This vehicle does have adaptive cruise control, which basically means if you're driving down the highway with the cruise set at 70 miles per hour and you come up on a car that's going any slower, it'll automatically sense that car, slow down, and then match their speed. To set that, you got to turn on the cruise control by hitting this button right here. It'll say radar cruise control active on the screen. Then when you get to the speed you want to set it at, you just push set. It'll say set at 70 miles per hour. If you want to bump it up to 72, you can go 1, 2. If you want to go back down to 71, you can just hit 1 right there. You can adjust the zones on the radar cruise. So right here, you can choose 3, 2, and 1. That's how close it'll follow the car in front of you. This vehicle also has lane trace assist, which basically means if you're driving down the highway with the cruise set, it'll look ahead at the lines in front of you and try to keep the vehicle perfectly centered. If you don't like that feature, you can turn it off right there. And then to cancel the cruise, you can either hit cancel or tap the brake pedal. Over here, you've got volume controls for the radio. And then next to it, you've got voice command. So if you hit that, tune to XM channel 57.
Tuning to Sirius XM channel 57.
The up, down, left, and right arrow is for customizing your center display. So you can see at the bottom there, it's got screen 1, 2, and 3. If you want to customize those, you hold down the OK button. And when that pops up, you can change the middle display. You can change the left side to whatever you want it to be. And then you can change the right side to whatever you want it to be. Once you have it set where you want it, you just hit the back button here. It'll kick out of there, and then you can just go through screen 1, screen 2, and screen 3. The little phone button here, if you get a call from somebody, it'll say call from whoever on the screen. You can hit that to answer it, hit it again to hang up. And then this is just like a clear button. So if you get like a notification that pops up on the screen, you can hit that to clear it. On the left side of the steering wheel, you have a little dial you can scroll up and down. That will adjust the brightness on your instrument panel. Next to that, you have your automatic high beams. So basically, if you have your high beams on while you're driving down the highway at night and you meet a car and you forget to dim them, it can sense their headlights and dim them for you automatically. If you like that feature, you want it lit up like that. Then this vehicle does have like a heating pad underneath the windshield wipers. So in the wintertime when it's like icy out, you can actually heat your windshield wipers so they don't freeze to the windshield as easily. Here's your heated steering wheel on and off. This will go through odometer, trip A and trip B. This is for the power liftgate, so if you hold it for like 2 seconds, it'll open, and if you hold it again, it'll close. And then down below, you've got 2 levers you can pull. The left one will do the fuel door, and then the right one will open the hood. Finally, on the driver door, you have all 4 window controls. They are all one-touch auto up and down, so if you give it a quick push, it'll roll all the way down. And then if you lift up on it real quick, it'll roll all the way back up. This will do your window locks, so if you activate that, nobody in the vehicle will be able to roll the windows up or down. Then you can lock and unlock the doors right there. If you want to adjust the mirrors, you can just push the left one, move the left mirror, push the right one, move the right mirror, and then if you put it back in the center, if you bump it, it won't go anywhere. This vehicle does have memory seats, so you have seat 1, seat 2, and set. So if you get your seat and your side mirrors right where you like it, you can push set 1, it'll beep, and then number 1 will be saved as your seat setting. So if it gets out of position, you can just hit number 1 and it'll go right back to where you like it. And that should be all the buttons on this 2025 Toyota RAV4 Limited. If you found this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you.